Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon. I hope and wish you had a good day, a trading day. Let's just check the GJ for today and see how and what we could learn from it. Okay, as you see guys, we mentioned at the vision of the day that we have like a base. It took like a couple of days, and somehow you see it just break it down in the way of the drop, base, drop. So the range of the base will be around that area to like this area. Okay, so we could make it better and perfect at the lower time frame as well. At the edge fund, as you see, in that area that we begin our trade today, it just stuck between these two areas as a zone, and as a base in higher time frame, it just going up and down, up and down. So we have a rule that says for a base trading and pinpoint market trading, if the range of the base be more than 30 pips, we could go for play pinpoint. Okay, and at the M15, as you see, it made like another base around here, that if we count the distance between two zones of it, it's more than 30 pips. So the rule says if it be more than 30 pips, we could go for a play pinpoint. So it's okay for trade between these two zones. So it means if we have rejection and a good confirmation for a sell around here, we could go down, or if we have a good confirmation for a buy, we could go for a buy. Till when? Till we see any breakout from higher area or lower area. And this candle is when I start trading at the 1 hour before London session of opening, as Frankfurt open. And as I've mentioned at the vision of the day, this price is still between these two areas in lower time frame, and we call it like a base 2. As you see, prices come up, FTR up, down, tap, up, down, and it did like a breakout. Okay, so as you see guys, it just made a base in this time frame and the consolidation. So we have a rules for it. As you see, it just a breakout and comes to this area here, and it just went up and do not respect to this area. Could we go for a sell around here to gain these pips? Yes, after this price, when it's do like a tiny FTR, we could go for a sell, but it's so risky. We have a rules for a base trading. Do not sell at the bottom and do not buy at the supply and top when the market is making a base. So as you see guys, price came back down to this area as a zone, tapped, went up. Is there any thing that you could go for a buy around here? When we have this large candle, we should avoid to trade it. When we could go for a buy, when it could close around here, and after that we go for FTB. That's when we could follow the big candle. If the big candle close again in the range and at the supply or demand, we could do not go for any trade. Okay, as you see guys, it just went up, it back down again immediately at the London session opening, and it just back here. And as you see guys, it's this area, this line, this price is from here. It just bottom of the previous tight base that we mentioned before, and this candle is close below of that area. that zone. So the bearish candle is closing below of that bottom of the base that has been a break before. So that will be a sign that it's gonna going down. After that, we could go for a sell around this area after FTB till where? Till could be the bottom of the wick or the next zone. So it will be like a 15 pips that I get this too. It's not a easy trade, but it's based off the rules. So if you just following the rules, it will be simple. So let me just repeat it. It just bottom side of that base, it break it again and comes down, and it looks like a broken FTR in here, and this candle is closing below of that area. So when it goes for FTB, I've entered and I've closed most of position here and let other run to the next zone. And then as you see guys, price came down, a candle happened here and another one. And then after these two indecision type of candle that do not show us anything, the next candle closed as a bullish one. Okay, so it show me this area is like a base. This area is like a base. So it's a formation of the structure: drop, base, rally. Okay, just think about it guys and answer me. What's the easiest way of the trading this setup? It will be the easiest way of the trading to wait candle do an FTB, and after that you could go for a buy. So price went up, rally, drop, base, rally, and then FTB, and the next candle is closing bullish. It did the FTB as well based on the rules and textbooks. So after that, this area is where we could go for a buy, and as you see, it just made a tiny FTR in that area too. So we have a two reason for enter to this trade: FTB and tiny FTR. We could go for a buy in around here, 10 pips we could secure and let other part of position be run. Here is looks like a tiny FTR again, okay, but because it's at the top of this area, it's at top of the base, the rule says do not buy at the supply at the base movement. So we could not go for a buy around here, it's so risky. And after that, price went up, rejection down to tap this area, and this candle closed like FTR in the down movement, in the drop. So you could go for a sell when it just break this low to gain your pips as a risky trade. Why it's risky? Because we know that in couple of minutes we will have a news, so you should be careful of it. You should have tight stop loss and regular lot sizes. And in here, when you see this huge momentum that happened with this candle, if you could not enter in the market in that area and this area, okay, you have a chance to do a risky trade again at the retracement after this candle close. It's very important guys. If you want to go to quick scalp, you should wait to first candle close. It's very important. So when this candle close, you could wait for a retracement, and I will give you important tips of Just5Team for a quick scalp. The first of all, I will say you should practice and backtest it many times. But if you saw a big candle with high momentum close like that, and you wanted to go for a quick scalp, most of the time it will be retraced till till 70% to 85% of the big candle's body. Let me repeat it. Most of the time it will be retraced to 70% to 85% of the big candle body, just this area most of the time. So this area, that area that you could go for a sell of, do not forget it, of the body of the big candle. And if you don't want to use the tips, you could go just, it's the same as that, just you could go to lower time frame, and most of the time you will see a flip zone or FTB to FTR in that area. Most of the time in the lower time frame, for example in M1, you will see this thing at that area that you could go for a sell, or you will see FTB to FTR to go for a sell in that area. Let's go to lower time frame and M1. Okay guys, as you see, it just did the flip zone, up, down, back to the flip zone, and it went down. Okay, you could do the same thing again. It depends on you. If you are okay with M1, you could do this. If you do not, you could use the tips of the anchor candle or those candle that has high momentum. Okay, I think it's enough for today. I hope it helps you. I will repeat it again. Please watch it twice to find those tips that is hidden between my explanation. And if you have any question, you could ask me at the comment, and do not forget to subscribe and like. And that's it. Have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good Friday. Bye.